What if I told you that Game of Thrones, one of the most watched shows in television history, was never about war, politics, or who sits on the Iron Throne? It was a map of the human energy body, and the chaos in every episode, that's what's happening inside of you right now. So stay with me. Every ancient tradition, from the Hindu Vedas to the Egyptians to the mystery schools to the Hermetic teachings, taught us that the human body contains 7 energy centers. 7 gates, 7 kingdoms within you that are either in harmony or at war. The Vedic Sanskrit text called them chakras, meaning wheels, spinning vortexes of energy that govern everything from your survival instincts to your emotions, your power, your love, your voice, your vision, and ultimately your connection to something greater than yourself. Now here's where it gets interesting. George R.R. Martin, he didn't just write a fantasy story. He wrote a psychomachi. That's a Latin term for a battle of the soul. The external war in Westeros is a mirror of the internal war every human being is fighting within their own energy system. 7 kingdoms, 7 chakras. Let's break it down. So Kingdom 1, the Crown Lands, the root chakra. The Crown Land sits at the base of the entire kingdom. Everything flows from here. Resources, power, control. This is your Muladhara, your root chakra, located at the base of your spine. It governs survival, safety, and your foundation. When the crown lands are unstable, the whole realm falls into chaos. Now this is the same with you. When your root is unhealed, financial fear, instability, ancestral trauma, nothing else above it can hold. Now we got Kingdom 2, Dorne, the sacral chakra, the most untouchable kingdom in all of Westeros. Separate culture, separate rules, unbothered by the cold, untouched by most of the wars. The Dorners don't play by anyone else's code. They move in passion, sensuality, creative freedom, and a deep sovereignty over their own identity. That is your Svadhisthana, your sacral chakra. In its highest expression, creative power, emotional freedom, pleasure without shame, a refusal to be colonized by someone else's system. And now the Stormlands, that's your honorable mention, because the Stormlands show you what the sacral chakra looks like when it's blocked in the shadow. All turbulence, emotional chaos, and raw uncontrollable desire. Dorne shows you what it looks like open, same energy center, 2 completely different expressions. One is sovereignty, one is a storm. Then we got Kingdom 3, the Reach, the solar plexus chakra. The Reach is the wealthiest, most fertile kingdom in Westeros. House Tyrell, abundance, ambition, willpower, and the hunger to control outcomes. This is your Manipura, your solar plexus, the fire center. Your sense of personal power, self-worth, and will. When this is blocked, you give your power away. When it's overreactive, you become Cersei Lannister, controlling everything because deep down you don't trust anything. Then we got Kingdom 4. The Westerlands, the heart chakra. Now this one is layered. The Lannisters appeared powerful, but their entire arc is about the inability to love without conditions. Tywin couldn't. Cersei weaponized it. But Jaime's whole story is a heart chakra opening. Losing his hand, his identity, his ego, and finally choosing compassion over legacy. This is your Anahata, your heart center. The bridge between the lower and upper kingdom, between survival and spirit. Love is the access the whole system turns on. Then we got Kingdom 5, the Riverlands, the throat chakra. The Riverlands are the most contested territory in all of Westeros, constantly fought over, never truly owned. And why is this? Because they're at the crossroads, the place where all communication, allegiances, and truth passes through. This is your Visahuddha, your throat chakra, your ability to speak your truth, to be heard, to express what you actually are without distortion. When this energy is blocked, your truth gets conquered by everyone else's agenda. Then you got Kingdom 6, the Veil, the third eye chakra. The Veil sits high above all the other kingdoms, isolated, elevated, surrounded by mountains. You could only reach it through the bloody gate. Their words, as high as honor. This is your Ajna, your third eye, the seat of intuition, inner vision, and higher perception. And this is guarded, not everyone could get in. You have to earn the clarity. And notice, the veil stays out of the war for most of the series, because when your third eye is open, you stop being manipulated by the noise below. Then we got Kingdom 7, the North, the crown chakra. Ancient, vast, cold to those who aren't prepared for it. The Starks, whose words are "winter is coming," are the keepers of something that the other kingdoms have forgotten: the old ways, the connection to the earth, to the direwolves, to the supernatural. Bran ultimately becomes the third eye raven, pure consciousness. This is your Sahasrara, your crown chakra, your connection to the universal intelligence, source or God, or the field, whatever you call it. The North remembers, and so does the part of you that is beyond your name, your story, your identity, and your wounds. Now here's what the show is actually saying with the ending that everyone hated. Bran Stark, the boy who could no longer walk in the physical world, who shed his ego, his desires, his agenda, and he becomes king. Not the warrior, not the schemer, not the one who wanted it the most, the one who transcended the game entirely, because the ancient teachings have always been there. You don't win the war inside you by conquering your chakras. You win by integrating them. When all 7 kingdoms are at peace within you, when your root is grounded, your heart is open, your voice is free, and your crown is connected, that is the Iron Throne, and it was inside you the whole time. Now, the writers thought they were writing about power, but the blueprint they followed was older than Westeros, older than television, older than the civilization as we know it. 7 kingdoms, 7 seals, 7 energy centers. The war has always been within. Now, if this hits different, you already know what to do. And if you want me to go deeper into any of these kingdoms, drop it in the comments, drop another movie or show you want me to decode, and subscribe, like, but I'll see you on the next one, gang.